I got some new makeup that we're gonna try out right now. This is called Bayfree. Bayfree is a Korean brand. And while Bayfree is not a new brand, this line, I'm pretty sure it's new. I've never seen it before. And the minute I saw it, I was like, oh, it's beautiful, I must have. I've seen Bayfree before, I've used Bayfree before, but I've never used any of the things I got today. So I think I've got enough to do a full face. Let's give it a try. Let's see how it looks and performs on over 50 skin. Let's start with the color correcting primer / tinted moisturizer. They had this in 3 colors. They had more of a blue and a yellow because it's meant to color correct. This is supposed to help with the reds, if I remember correctly. It's cruelty-free, it's vegan. This is not moisturizing whatsoever. I've got to get my own moisturizer. I ran off like I was on fire, but while I was gone, it started soaking into my skin and looks great. Still, I need a little more serum. My skin is notoriously dry. This is the Laneige Bouncy and Firm, and holy crow, it is amazing. And just so you know, I paid for all of this myself. It was not sent to me. But even when things are sent to me, I always tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The good, the bad, and the somewhere in between. This Laneige, smells so good. I mean, if we're doing Korean, we might as well do Korean. Oh, it just leaves my face looking so good. Okay, back to the primer. Maybe now it'll spread a little better. I'm gonna do everything with my fingers today because I don't always have time to get brushes out and do a whole face. Sometimes I just wanna take 2 or 3 minutes and put some makeup on and go on a date with my husband. And that is really what I'm looking for in my old age. I need something easy, I need something that looks good, and I need something that doesn't make me look 10 years older. What is going on with our skin in our 50s? It's hard to wear makeup, it's hard to enjoy makeup anymore. So I'm looking for something that will work with what I have now. And it's not 30-year-old skin anymore. Put a little extra under my eyes. I really like the look of this so far. It needed a little help with the serum, but once I had that on, it looked great. Let's try to cover up this little spot right there and see what happens. If it's got enough coverage to cover that up or not. Really not bad. It really took the redness out of that. I have another one right there, and it's decently covered there too. Doesn't cover the age spots quite as well, but the age spots are brown and not red, and it claims to take out the redness. So I ain't mad at it yet. I like the really soft finish, that it's not super dry. So far, so good. I got a new Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, so I'm gonna do a little eyeshadow, really the teeny tiniest amount. I'm not doing much. Giving it a little bit of color, not even using a brush, because like I said, I ain't got time for a brush today. These would be amazing with an actual brush. No joke, this stuff is gorgeous, soft, smooth. Very nice. And their palettes are always artwork. This is a trio highlighter, blush, and bronzer. This is the Roses Honey Nude. It's several different shades. I also got 2 shades of blush because they were too beautiful not to get. They're supposed to be more sheer. And supposedly this type of stuff looks better on drier, older skin. This stuff is supposed to melt into your skin. Sometimes powder is just too much for my skin. It is nice to have other things to try. This seems really sheer. Sheer. Got a little bit of shiny, kind of luminescent, but I don't know if it's just my mirror or this is super sheer. Let's also try this color. Just try it right over the top. It heats up with your fingers as you do that, and that's what you're supposed to do, is just run your fingers through it. The rose is has a little more color, but really I still don't see much color. This feels wonderful though. It feels so nice and moisturizing. Okay, color is coming out now. I can see that. Yeah. I guess I have to do the same thing to the other side. It's gonna be kind of hard. I really like the blush. One of my favorite blushes is a Maybelline gel. I like that it's sheer, and for someone who likes wearing makeup but not gifted in putting on makeup, it goes on in such a way that even when you make mistakes, which I made mistakes, it looks pretty decent. And I like the finish on this. It's a glowy finish, a wet look. I like that. Now, something interesting about these sticks is this one came quite a bit longer than the others. Isn't that so weird? All right, let's use them. I'm not the greatest with bronzer. In fact, I so seldom wear it, but let's give it a try. I could use some actual cheekbones these days. They've fallen down to like right here. These smell amazing. It smells like coconut. It's a little bit hard to use because of the bulky shape of it. Remember those foundations from the 80s? The stick foundation? That's what this is reminding me of. This would be, I think I would like it better if it was pointy just because I'm not good with this stuff. And you know what? A sponge would be very helpful. And I like to put a little bit down here, kind of shadow it, get a little bit of sharpness, because it ain't sharp. My neck's about as loose as a 100-year-old tree in Louisiana during a hurricane. I like that pretty good. I think it looks really natural, blends in beautifully. This is blush. Let's add a little blush on top of the blush that I've already got blushing. It's a lot of blush for anybody, but that's beautiful. Love this color. And again, very soft and moisturizing. If you're oily skin, this will probably slip off of you really quickly. But if you're dry skinned, it feels very moisturizing. I would say all the blushes are a smashing success. And my favorite makeup item, highlighter. I don't usually go for gold highlighter. I like pink, white. I don't want to be reminded of how pale I am. But this is what came with this particular kit, so I went with it. Oh, they just smell so good. Coconut. It's made with coconut, and then it has a coconut flavor. Coconut is my favorite scent. I'll include a video right there of my absolute favorite perfume, and it is coconutty. Pretty good. I wouldn't say anything spectacular, but good. No complaints. Can't do a face of makeup without eyebrows. Favorite kind of eyebrow, if you've watched my channel for 2 seconds, are these little templates. And Aesthetica has this delightful kit that has the templates in it. I used Brow Envy for years, but they don't make that anymore. Their brow kit comes with different sizes, so you can decide what looks best. We're just gonna go for a thin brow, as close to my normal brow as we can get. This is a whole beautiful kit. It comes with the brow templates, several colors, a little place for this, some tweezers, and that. And then another great thing that Aesthetica does, this is old school, this is 1980s. Remember when you get Maybelline and have the little inserts so you know exactly where to put your makeup? And I appreciate it. I need all the makeup to go back to making templates and instructions for us, old folks. And then it even has an entire instruction manual. There are some companies that feel sorry for us. That is way too big for my face. They're all too big for my face. I guess it doesn't matter which one I pick because it's too big for my face. This is my first time using this particular one. I've used others. Why, yes, that does surprise me, Meredith. Do you remember back in the days when YouTube was fairly new and somebody would be doing their makeup and then they'd say, I'll come right back with my eyebrows done. And I would be wondering, but how did you do them? Can you show us what were they doing off screen? Why were they doing their eyebrows? Why didn't they share? Why were they gatekeeping eyebrows? Why do you ask? I look wide awake. I'm leaving them. If any of these products strike your fancy, I'll have everything linked for you below. Whenever you purchase something using my link without using a rebate site, surely you've heard of the scam that went around at. If you click on anything after you click on my link, I make 0. But if you click on my link and then purchase something, I make a little percentage. Usually 2%, something like that. And then I go buy more makeup. Why do you ask? I'm not responsible with my YouTube money. And here's proof, if you ever needed it. This is glitter mascara. My kids are having frozen waffles for dinner, but at least I have glitter mascara. This feels like a terrible idea. What I've managed to do is get a whole bunch of glitter in my eyeball. And that's it. There's one little glittery eyelash, which will soon be in my eyeball. My eyeballs look great. Lastly, we have some lip stuff. Do you remember when you used to have a top lip? Those were the good old days. I'm overfilling, and I don't want any comments on it either. I'm just kidding. You can say whatever you want, unless it's something about me overfilling my lips. I've actually been thinking about getting filler and a facelift. This is delightful. My lips were crooked before I started, so now they're way worse. I did warn you before we started to not do anything that I do because I'm terrible at makeup. That hasn't changed in the hour it's taken me to put this makeup on. You know who has the best lip liner I've ever tried? Lisa Rinna. Isn't that crazy? Do you watch The Housewives? Which is your favorite? Sure, which your favorite housewife, but which is your favorite Housewives franchise? Both questions. All 3. I have lips again. This, I think, is a beautiful color. I like the lip liner itself. Pretty good. I don't color in the lines. That should be my tagline. Don't color in the lines. This is a lip stain. It is very dark. I'm beautiful now. Just kidding. I need some lip gloss. This is Kiko. It's part of Milani, and this is delicious. delightful. There we go. That's better. What do you think? What do you think? I like it. I think overall, 5 stars. I like the simplicity of it. I like the ease of it. I like that it all is going to go really good on dry skin versus powdery stuff. I give it 5 stars. I like it. I won't know how much I love it until I've tried it out a few more times. But as far as first tries, I say it's a yes. The primer / foundation is looking so beautiful on my face. I feel like it's giving me a nice little, this is way darker than I would normally go, especially this lip. Even my cheeks this is way more than I would normally do. But I feel like it's giving me this beautiful glow and I look younger. So it's anything that makes me look younger, yes. As I mentioned, I'll have these listed for you below. Go buy some if you're interested and use my links as a way to say I liked your video. Another way to say you liked my video is to give me a like and a subscribe. What did I say my tagline was going to be? I've already forgotten. I remember. I don't color in the lines. That's stupid. Let's not color in the lines. Let's not spend our lives coloring in the lines. Vote or something.